there, beautiful souls. Welcome to another episode of Uncovering Your Inner Power. I'm your host, Jill Ripley, and today's episode is inspired by something that happened in my own life recently. I received news about a situation involving a significant investment. The update contained several things that, under different circumstances, might have sent me into a spiral of worry. There were leadership changes, financial concerns, delays, and uncertainty about what comes next. What surprised me wasn't the information itself. What surprised me was my reaction, or perhaps more accurately, my lack of reaction. Instead of panic, I felt curiosity. Instead of catastrophizing, I found myself asking questions. And that experience got me thinking about something we all face at one point or another, and that's uncertainty. Whether it's our finances, our health, our relationships, our careers, or our children, every one of us will eventually find ourselves standing in a place where we simply don't know what's going to happen next. Today, I want to talk about how we can find peace in those moments. Many people spend their lives chasing certainty. We think, when I know for sure, I'll feel okay. But if we're honest, certainty is mostly an illusion. We never really know whether our investments will succeed, whether our relationship will last, whether our health will remain stable, whether a business venture will work, or whether life will unfold according to our plans. And yet somehow we continue moving forward. We continue loving, we continue investing, we continue dreaming. Life has always been uncertain. The only thing that's changed is our awareness of it. Our brains are wired to seek certainty. When uncertainty appears, the mind often fills in the blanks with worst-case scenarios. Have you ever noticed that? The mind doesn't usually imagine a neutral outcome. It imagines disaster. What if I lose everything? What if this never works out? What if things get worse? What if I made a terrible mistake? Fear is incredibly creative. Give it one unanswered question, and it will happily provide 100 frightening answers. The problem is that most of those answers aren't real. They're stories. This is where empowerment comes in. Being empowered doesn't mean pretending everything is fine. It doesn't mean ignoring warning signs. It doesn't mean blind optimism. An empowered person gathers information. They ask questions. They seek understanding. They take appropriate action, but then they stop. Many people continue mentally working on a problem long after they've exhausted their ability to influence it. And that's where suffering begins. There's a huge difference between being informed and being consumed. Being informed is healthy. Being consumed is exhausting. This experience reminded me of something I often teach. The victim mindset asks, why is this happening to me? What if everything goes wrong? What if I lose? The empowered mindset asks, what information do I need? What actions can I take? What is within my control? And once I've done those things, can I release the rest? Notice that empowerment isn't certainty. Empowerment is responding effectively to uncertainty. Many of us say we trust God, our life, or the universe, or our higher self. But trust isn't tested when everything is going according to plan. Trust is tested when things are not. Trust is tested when the outcome is unclear, when the timeline is uncertain, when fear is whispering endless reasons to worry. Anyone can feel peaceful when they know exactly how things are going to turn out. The real question is, can you remain centered when you don't? That's where spiritual growth stems from. I want to give you a simple exercise. Think of something in your life that feels uncertain right now. Maybe it's a relationship, a health concern, a financial issue, a career decision, or something else entirely. Draw a line down the middle of a piece of paper. On one side, write things I can control, and on the other side, write things I cannot control. Then start listing. You may discover that most of your emotional energy is being spent on the second column. If that's true, you're not alone. Most people live there. But peace is found by bringing our attention back to the first column. As I sit here today, I still don't know exactly how my own situation will unfold. Maybe it will turn out exactly as I hope. Maybe it will unfold differently than I expect. What I do know is this. I've gathered the information available to me. I've asked the questions that will provide me with as much clarity as possible. And I've taken the actions that are within my control. I'm not willing to surrender today's peace to tomorrow's possibilities. Because true inner power isn't the absence of uncertainty. It's the ability to remain grounded in the middle of it. And perhaps that's the lesson uncertainty is here to teach us. Not how to control life, but how to trust ourselves while we're living it. I've survived uncertainty before. Whatever happens, I'll find my way through this too. And if I'm being completely honest, there is no next moment that is guaranteed certainty. The only moment we truly have is now. Let's not waste it ruminating over potential disaster. Let's trust that all will turn out okay, even if the ride is bumpy along the way. Before we wrap up today, I want to take a moment to thank you for being part of this community. Whether you've been here since the very first episode or you've only recently discovered the podcast, I'm grateful you're here. As we approach the 1-year anniversary of Uncovering Your Inner Power, I've been reflecting on how much growth, healing, and meaningful conversations have happened through this space. What started as a simple idea has become a community of women committed to doing the inner work and creating lives that feel more aligned, authentic, and empowered. To celebrate this milestone, I'm offering special anniversary discounts on my private coaching packages, including 3, 6, and 9-session options. If you've been thinking about working with me one-on-one and are ready to move beyond old patterns, gain clarity, and step more fully into your power, this is a wonderful opportunity to get started. You'll find all of the details, sign-up links, and coupon codes in the show notes. And if today's episode resonated with you, I would be so grateful if you'd subscribe, leave a review, or share it with someone who may need this message right now. Until next time, beautiful souls, remember that your greatest strength isn't found in controlling every outcome. It's found in trusting yourself through whatever life brings. Keep healing, keep growing, and keep uncovering your inner power.